Hey guys, firstly, before I start speaking, I'd like to apologize for any howling you might hear. It's really windy today, and I think it's like the windows outside make this like that sound. I don't know if you can hear it, but if you can, I apologize in advance because it's probably going to go the whole time. But anyway, moving on. Yesterday I posted on the gram a little makeup haul that I did at Big W and Priceline, mostly Big W though. Saw that they had 40% off and I was like, sweet, I can pick up all these things that I've been meaning to buy or try out for a long time. So I just wanted to take you through each little piece, why I bought it, what I think. It's kind of like a first impressions as well, I guess, because I've tried some of these today and yesterday. So yeah, let's get started. First thing, let's go with this one here. This is the Maybelline Master Fix setting spray. I didn't realize that Maybelline had their own setting spray. Not that I really was specifically looking for them, but I've been wanting to get a setting spray because I actually don't have one yet. I was about to get the MAC Fix Plus, but I've put that on hold, and when I saw this I thought, well, I'll try a cheap one just in case it's any good. Only used it once yesterday. An odd smell. I think I like it, I'm not sure yet. I don't really know if I wouldn't say that it made my makeup last longer than normal. I did think it was good in terms of setting my powder, so it didn't look too dry or powdery or cakey. It did kind of set that a bit better. So I'll keep using that, and in time we'll do a review with how it goes, and I'll also get the Fix Plus sometime before Christmas, so I can do a comparison as well. Next thing from the Maybelline aisle, I got the Baby Skin Primer. I've really been getting into primer more recently than ever before, really. The only other primers I have are the Benefit Professional and the Hourglass Mineral Veil. Oh, and a Lorac Eye Primer, if that counts. So I only used this once yesterday. First impressions are, it left my skin really smooth. Like, it felt really good, almost like baby skin, of course, as advertised. In terms of filling pores, like, it does say it's an instant pore eraser, but I'm not so sure about that. I don't know that it really reduced the visibility of pores. I do think it made my skin feel smoother, but as for the pores, I'll have to do like a test, like half my face with, half my face without, to really know how it goes. In terms of texture, I think it feels similar to the Professional, I guess, although I suppose all primers kind of have the same slick kind of texture to them anyway. So also with this one, I'll keep trying it, I'll do some comparisons, and I'll do a review on that as well. And last but not least, from the Maybelline section, I got another FITme concealer. I get the colour in number 15 Fair. So this is the second lightest colour. I found the lightest one was really yellow, and when I blended it out on my hand swatching, it just looked quite orange, whereas this one looked really bright on my skin, so I thought, well, being an under eye concealer, I want it to be brightening. Also, I found that I keep reaching for this concealer over my other concealers. It just is the most moisturizing. The coverage is pretty good. I just found that it's my favorite and I was running out, so I might as well stock up while it was going on cheap. Next, I went over to Revlon, and something that is very much missing in my makeup collection are lip liners. It's one of those things that whenever I put on lipstick, I'm like, crap, I need more of these, I just don't have enough. So I made sure I got one because I really like the Revlon Colorstay lip liners, like this one. I have this one in red, and I almost picked up a nude because it's always my instinct, I guess, to get the pinky nude shade, and it was like, no, I don't want to be that person that has like 50 lip liners that are the same color. So I went for something a little darker. This one's called... Ooh, does it have a name? Oh, it's actually called Nude. That's awkward. But it's like, it's a darker nude. It's not like my lipstick kind of nude. It's like, I'll do a swatch. Oh, okay. It is, see, that's quite dark. I wouldn't call that a nude, maybe if you're real tan, but for me that's like brown. So I thought this would be good because I've got quite a few like matte dark brown, chocolatey kind of tones. And this would probably go okay with some plummy kind of lipsticks as well. So I haven't tried that yet, but I've used this formula before and I really like it. And also from Revlon. Now, this is something that when it first came out, I was intrigued. I wanted to like it, but I didn't like the swatches at first. This is the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. I really wanted to like these when they first came out. I love the packaging, the frosted glass, it's beautiful. But when I swatched it, it wasn't really a matte finish. And I was like, well, what's the point? And also the colors I was looking at were more like the pinks, nudes, kind of orange ones, which I already have better mattes in those colors. So I just kind of dismissed it and thought, oh, well, it's not for me. But on a side note, for the last few months I've been looking for a bright pink matte lip. I looked for a while, was trying different formulas, like comparing with the swatches, and nothing really stood out to me. So I just kind of dropped it. And then when I was re-looking at these the other day, I saw this color and I was like, hey, that's kind of the color I was looking for. But then I remembered, oh, I don't know if I like the formula. So I swatched it, and again, it didn't quite set as a matte lipstick, but I looked up the reviews for it, and what everyone was saying is that it's kind of like a satin matte, I guess is the best description of it, because it doesn't completely dry down. And something I've really come to hate about liquid lipsticks, like the matte ones, is that it really is just like a layer of paint on your lips, and so it's really dry, it crumbles off, it flakes off. And while it's long lasting, I don't really know that I like the experience. So I've kind of been turned off matte lips of late. And so when I was looking at this and thought, well, it's probably a good thing then that this doesn't completely set, because it's still almost matte, but it has that moisturizing factor to it that lipsticks have. So I'm going to give this one a go. I really like the colour. I'll try this out, see how it goes for a whole day, and I'll do a review on it once I make up my mind. Last thing from Big W is this brow, ooh, that's really bright, this L'Oreal Brow Artist Kit. I've been looking at buying this for most of this year. I kept seeing it and it was always full price, and I just couldn't justify paying full price for something that I wasn't sure was even good. And I've been using, the brow products I use at the moment are from my Smashbox Face Matters palette, and they're really good. They're the perfect colour, really good formula, so I hadn't really needed extra brow products. But since this was on sale, I thought, well, now's the time to go and try it. So I've got the light to medium colours, and it comes with this little brush which has got like a brow brush on one end and a spoolie on the other. I haven't tried the dark colour, but I've tried the taupey one. Really good, pretty much exactly the same pigmentation and colour as the Smashbox one, surprisingly. The brush I found to be really thin, which is good if you want those tiny brush strokes, but takes a really long time. So I ended up like starting off with the brush that came with it, and then just using my regular brush to kind of shade in all the spare areas. So far so good. I really liked it. I would recommend it definitely, especially if you've got blonde or like light coloured brows, because it's really hard to find a really nice colour that doesn't look too red. For some reason the lighter colours tend to have a very red undertone, which for me doesn't really matter, but I prefer to have more of a blonde brow. So considering it's Drugstore, I think it's really, really good. It's definitely a dupe for the Smashbox ones, so if you're looking for one, definitely try it out. The other thing I wanted to get from Big W, but they didn't have, is this lipstick right here. It's from Rimmel, and it's one of the 15th anniversary Kate ones. If you're unfamiliar, Kate Moss came out with a range of nude lipsticks with Rimmel, and they're really nice. I've always actually wanted to try them but never got around to it. I think I could just never decide on which shade to get. I really like them all, and so I just kind of didn't go there. But recently I was watching Sam Schurman and she did like a best 5 drugstore products, and she mentioned this one, this shade specifically, and she was wearing it and I was like, man, that's like the most perfect lipstick. So I wanted to get this from Big W, but it was sold out, no surprise. So I actually went over to Priceline and got this one from there. It's this beautiful pink, which I just love and is great for my kind of skin tone. I actually was a bit worried at first because I thought, oh, maybe it's too much like blankety, which is what I'm wearing today, but you can see it's actually, this is definitely more pink when you compare the lipsticks. So yeah, this is in shade 54, by the way, if you wanted to pick it up, called Rock and Roll Nude. It's really gorgeous, can't wait to try it out. It's a really glossy formula from testing it on my hand. Definitely keen to try out the other nudes now, after seeing, like, actually getting this one. And then while I was at the Rimmel stand, Priceline actually had like a $10 deal on all the mascaras. So I ended up getting, not that I need more mascaras, but you know, I like to see what's out there. I got this one, which is the Volume Colourist mascara, which I had seen ads for recently-ish. And what it does, it's meant to be like a tint as well, so it's a mascara that like tints your eyelashes, which is perfect for me because I have blonde eyelashes and I hate getting them tinted. It's like the most painful experience ever. Not painful as in painful, but painful as in frustrating, because you just have to keep your eyes closed for such a long time and I just can't stand it. So I used this yesterday, really liked it as a mascara. As for tinting, I'll have to see how that goes over time, I think, because my eyelashes got tinted about a month ago, so it'll take a while for the old stuff to go and for like this stuff to kick in. But something I've noticed of late with mascaras is that I actually prefer the skinnier ones. For a long time I wasn't really sure what I preferred, but I found that I get the most volume, funnily enough, with thin ones like this one, as opposed to the really big chunky ones that you get that are supposed to give you all this volume and length, and I find they're just too big to use on my eye. Maybe my eyes are just too small for them, I don't know. I mean, I have long eyelashes, so that's not a problem, but I find that it doesn't matter the formula. If the brush is really skinny, I can just really get in there and get the most out of the mascara. But that's just my preference. I'll see how this goes over time with the tinting and just with general wear and how long it lasts. Yesterday was a very long day for me, actually. I put my makeup on around, would have been 7 o'clock, and got home at 2 AM this morning, and mascara was still on, perfect, hadn't started flaking, still look really good. So so far so good for that one, but we'll let you know in time. So that's it for my drugstore haul. Hope you enjoyed it and, I don't know, learned something. Like I said, these are most of these products are things that I've been looking at for a long time and either wasn't sure whether to buy them or just finally got around to actually doing it. So hopefully that helped you. Hopefully that helped you if you were thinking the same thing. Make sure you follow my Instagram to catch when I post new videos about the reviews for these and also the blog posts as well. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new, please subscribe. Hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you next time.